What's going on, family? What's going on? Black Finish checking in. I'm inside of my garage right now. I actually just finished doing an oil change on my truck, and also I rotated my tires. So I wanted to say welders are self-sufficient because we have to learn how to do things on our own. We have to work on our equipment, and if you can work on your equipment, which is your vehicle, it's part of your equipment. You have to learn how to work on things yourself sometimes. It actually can save you a lot of money, especially if you have the time. Now, I can see if it's a situation where literally it's worth paying somebody else to do it and you keep things going, then that's a different situation. But a lot of times we can work on our own equipment, we can service it and keep things going, and then you keep the man out your pocket, you know what I mean, and you can just keep things going. And literally I think that is a great thing to do, because a lot of times we don't want to do certain things, and just staying active, mobile, physically active, working on things, doing things, keeps you healthy, it keeps you sane, it helps you focus. And a lot of times you'll go through different mental things where you're just battling different thoughts, and it's good to work on your own things. So I like to say welders are self-sufficient because we can work on our own things. We can be able to fabricate things. We can make things better. And I think that's a great asset. So I just wanted to come through and talk about that just for a second. I just summed some things up. I actually got to run to the store one more time, and then I'm going to keep it moving. But just wanted to say we are sufficient. There's nothing you can't do once you put your mind to it, especially when you're working on your own equipment, doing your own thing. So I just wanted to say that because a lot of times people tend to feel like when you're a welder, you are limitless. There's only a few things you can do. Hog on, hog on. So I got my hog out here, and I wanted to kind of show my hog off for a second. So I'm really actually putting it on here just to display it, actually, and to, you know, just a small production, but I think it's something that people could utilize. So, but we are self-sufficient when we getting our hog on and eating and utilizing what we got and working on our equipment. Like, all of it is a part of it. Nothing too, I feel like you should get sidetracked on and get belittled by, get discouraged. Oh man, what I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna do this? I think that it's wise that we can work on our own stuff. So I would say welders are self-sufficient. So if you are a welder, you are more than just a welder. You know what I mean? So I've always learned that. I remember an older gentleman telling me a welder have to be able to work on his own equipment, set his own stuff. And if you can do that, you can do a lot of basic things for yourself, a lot of things that people feel handicapped. Because, what I mean, it's realistic. A lot of people don't know how to do some basic things like rotate tires, change the oil, check different things. If something go wrong, you can be able to have some type of engine check device to be able to service your own thing, to know, okay, this is what the situation is. Okay, I need to fix this. Without someone telling you, well, bring it in, let us run a test, let us think about it, let us see what's going on. And a lot of times, family, you don't have to go through all that. But everybody trying to make money. Everybody in it to win and get ahead. So, people will do whatever it takes to actually get a bag. So I think that welders are self-sufficient because we can work on our own stuff. So today, actually what I'm doing, I appreciate the opportunity of me building this garage. What's going on, big bro? What's going on? So I really appreciate the fact that I built this garage because I can kill several birds in one stone. Working on teaching classes, courses, also working on my own stuff, keeping things up. There's so much you can do. So I'm still working on things, still lining some things out, getting my shop lined out. But the way I feel like things goes in stages. So nothing is going to happen overnight, family. You know what I mean? But it can happen. You know what I mean? So I'm just out here grinding right now, getting a couple things done, and just wanted to say we are self-sufficient. We got to be, in order to really get ahead of things and really get over the hump. We got to learn how to do some things on our own, work on our equipment. And like I say, your vehicle is your equipment, especially if you're a welder. And don't get caught up, man. When there's nothing wrong with having a nice rig. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with it. But don't get caught up in saying, oh man, you know, I got to go all the way out, because I know for those who've been following me for a minute, remember when I got this and then I went and got it painted. And as you see now, time is coming, some of the paint coming off of the bumper, which on these, that tend to do that anyway, even if you paint them, you know what I mean? But it's been solid. It's been a solid work truck. So I appreciate the fact that it's been holding on since Phoenix, Arizona. And now I'm in my hometown in McGee, and we steady working. We steady doing our thing. So hopefully I'll be moving around, getting a couple more things done. Still got some things I got to do to work on my on my rig. Like, to be honest with you, there's a couple things I need to address. So I've been, doing the basic things today to get some things taken care of. But a lot of finances and time has gone into the renovations of the house and keeping it going, and still got a few things to address. So I'm not can't say I'm at my complete finish. I would say I'm about 90% done with the renovations of the house. So, you know what I mean? So that's why I like to say we're self sufficient, because I'm working on my vehicle, I'm working on the house, I'm trying to keep things going. Like, you have to do it all, family. You know what I mean? And you can't be scared to do it. Appreciate it, man. Like I say, they coming. They coming. Like I say, I'm still working on some things. Literally, still got to get some things, refrigerator, all type of stuff. But you know, I got some things coming on. So it is coming on together. Taking my time. We are getting some things lined out. Don't have any furniture yet, besides where we sleeping at. Still got to work on some things, but it is most definitely coming along, family. Like the stuff I've been doing, I've been taking my time coming back in here, doing things, getting stuff going. This is mama's room. Actually, this is the room my mama passed in, and I'm gonna turn it into an office, and it's also gonna be a room too. But I've been putting things fall back in here and come back in here as we get things lined out. So I still got stuff to work and put up, as you see. But we most definitely been getting some things going. The bathroom is most definitely turned out well. You know, pretty much finished with it. Few small things to do, but nothing major. You know what I mean? So we just been getting things together, taking our time, family, taking our time. You know, taking our time one step at a time, and still things to do. So sometimes it can get frustrating, but it's going. Yeah, it does look like a whole new house, don't it? God is good, and I know you've seen it from the get go. And from those who haven't had a chance to see, you should go back and check some of the archives out when I first started, because it was a mess. So, like I say, it's not where I wanted, but family, I can tell you we're a long ways. I still got a lot to do. So, I appreciate the prayers. I appreciate everything. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot going on. So, that's why I like to say we're self sufficient, because we really have to get our hog on, family. We have to do some things. And I'm down here doing everything. I'm being a carpenter, a welder, a plumber, electrician. I'm a mechanic. I'm doing everything we got to do to make something happen. You know what I mean? So, hey, you got to do what you got to do, family. You got to get your hog on. So I feel like if you don't do it, if you really want something done, family, you can't sit around and wait on someone or something to actually make it happen. You're going to have to do it yourself. So, like I say, I'm sitting in here doing things myself, getting everything up and going so I can teach classes, help people gain their independence, do some fabrication, get a few things done. You see what I'm saying? But I know it's going to all work out at the end. So I'm going to keep getting my hog on, family. Like I say, I feel like we self-sufficient, and we have to be self-sufficient, especially today, because if you don't learn how to take care of certain things on your own, you're always going to be in a bag. It's always going to be a situation where someone's trying to take advantage of you. Oh, I still do the containers right now. The price has just been kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, the price of the containers been going up, been going up, been going up, and I'm fresh in this area. So my goal is to actually open up a container store slash container school. I want to do it out of containers, but I've been looking around. Prices has been skyrocketing. I got to find some land in the area where I would love to buy it. A lot of something I can put on for for the store, for the school, or buy a piece of land to do everything on. But right now things are up, so I'm just trying to get this going, my homestead, because until it's hard to focus on a bigger scale when you still got things you got to work on. So right now, let me get my head together while I lay my head, and then we're gonna jump on the containers, because that's really what I love. That's my passion. Great income in that. It's good money. But right now, the prices have changed. I think I quoted maybe 3 months ago. I quoted some, or maybe 2 months ago. I quoted some, and I want to say it was probably like 3,700 for two of them. Well, individual 3,700, and I did a price just the other day, and it went from being what's that 6,400 to being 9,300 for two of them. So as you see, the prices are steady going up. But like I say, I'm not done with it right now. I'm just taking a detour, getting the homestead together, and then I'm gonna be back on it. But just wanted to say, man, I feel we have to be self sufficient. We have to make our own things happen to get a hog on, like Feniks.